Tokyo is one of the largest, densest, most complex cities on Earth. 37 million people call this metro area home. A number so vast it almost loses meaning. And it's not just the size that overwhelms you. It's the systems, the pace, the quiet precision, the way life here moves like clockwork. We spent a week living here while working remotely, not chasing tourist checklists, but trying to see what it's like to exist within this vast machine. How do people live in a city this big, and how much does it cost? But not all of Japan moves like that. This is Nozawa Onsen, a mountain town where life moves slowly, where the rhythm is shaped by snowfall. It's easy to think of Tokyo as the face of Japan, but Japan is a country of opposites, futuristic cities and timeless villages. And in just a few hours, we'd be finding ourselves in the middle of Tokyo after skiing in the mountains for a bit. Subscribe to not miss our upcoming skiing and traditional festival videos in Nozawa Onsen and Akuba. Getting from Nozawa Onsen to Tokyo takes around 3 to 4 hours. Here, it's seamless and easy to figure out using Google Maps. We started with a local bus from Nozawa to Iyama Station, about 40 minutes through mountain roads. From there, we caught the Shinkansen, the bullet train. With reserved seats, you have a booked seat on the bullet train. With non-reserved, it means you can hope for an open seat. Otherwise, you stand or try the next one.
The last 2 reserved seats. It is cold. I got some hot coffee from the vending machine.
From Iyama to Tokyo Station, even though it moves at over 200 kilometers an hour, it barely feels like you're moving.
Interesting, the Shinkansen in Japan is one of the only high-speed railways in the world that is profitable. A lot of other ones, like Amtrak in the USA, actually needs billions of dollars from the government every year to sustain the operations.
Arriving at Tokyo Station is where it all shifts. It's one of the busiest train stations in the world, with over 3,000 trains running through it every day. In Tokyo, over 9 million people use public transport every day.
Owning a car in Japan isn't the default. There's actually a law, proof of parking, which means you have to be able to prove that you have parking for the vehicle before you're actually allowed to buy it. Wild. But things work, so there's a reason for all the laws.
We found seats. We can't check in till a bit later, and we're hungry, so we thought we'd come and eat at Tokyo Station. So we got a katsu sandwich. Got a salmon sandwich.
From here, we transferred to Tokyo Metro, the city's extensive subway network.
All the way from Nozawa to our apartment is 1,300 rand. And there's like kids, probably like 8 years old, walking alone in the subway by themselves, like taking the train to school and stuff. It's insane. We made it to our neighborhood and we're right by the Tokyo Tower. Pretty cool. Yeah. Just got into our apartment and it's quite tiny, but I think we're staying here for a week, all you need for Tokyo.
The Tokyo housing market might surprise you, because when you think of the cleanest, safest, most populated, most efficient cities in the world, you'd imagine those prices to match it. But it's not quite true. This apartment costs around $65 per night and very central.
And you have a little stove top, a cupboard, pots and pans, knife for kitchen. We've got glasses, that's good. So we've got a little fridge, a microwave, kettle, we have a bathroom, shower, and a tub, washing space, washing machine, little corridor with a, and here's a toilet, cupboard, and vacuum. And then here's a little bedroom. We've got a bed, couch, working space, TV, and a little outer working space so you can bring these chairs in and work inside. We've got a little balcony view of Tokyo. There's the metro station. This is basically the whole of the apartment. What a cool block.
A studio apartment in central Tokyo will cost you around $850 a month. That same apartment in London will be almost 3 times the price at $2,000 a month. And that same apartment in New York will be more than 4 times the price at around $3,000. That is insane. But why is rent so much more affordable in Tokyo versus other major cities around the world? Japan builds a lot. This is because their zoning laws is set nationally, which is less strict, and it makes it easier to build. It actually promotes building, also leading to less of a supply issue. That being said, I don't think there's many other countries in the world that can do this, because everything Japan does is at a higher quality level, a higher care level. Houses in Japan actually decrease in value over time, like a car, so it's not really seen as an investment. This also leads to less speculative investments, just driving up all the house prices in the area. Houses in Japan are presumed to have a lifespan and often torn down and rebuilt every few decades. Japanese homes gradually depreciate over time, becoming completely valueless within 20 or 30 years. The other thing is earthquakes and natural disasters. Because Japan is so prone to these natural disasters, it is actually cheaper to demolish a house than to rebuild it according to the latest seismic code. Capital gains tax. If you sell your property after 10 years of owning it in Japan, you'll pay 0 capital gains tax. But if you sell it within the first 5 years of owning it, you will pay 39% capital gains tax. And between 5 and 10 years, 20%. So this really incentivizes people in Japan to not buy a property, flip it, and sell it, and to make money from properties.
We're on our way trying to get some dinner and stuff for tonight, because when we start working now, we'll be working until like 1 a.m. and we're just trying to find a 7-Eleven or something, and then tomorrow we'll go shopping so we can make food. Jared's very excited to make food.
It's so easy to eat well in Japan. The convenience stores here are on a different level. Fresh meals, healthy options, and priced well. And like so many things in Japan, fast, affordable, reliable, but not junk. And these drip coffees, lifesavers. Remote work in Japan is not very common, as the culture values in-person presence and have a strong office-based hierarchy. So working from home in Tokyo is a bit of a luxury. We work remotely in the South African time zone, so in Japan that would be like 3 p.m. to midnight. If you want to work remotely while also traveling and you want to do it for a while, you have to do it sustainably. Otherwise you'll burn out. And for me, that is having a really good routine and having a schedule that is easily adaptable no matter where we find ourselves. That includes having easy go-to meals like yogurt and muesli, because you can get it pretty much in every country. Always packing out my packing cubes in a closet and exercising. One thing I didn't expect from a city as dense and built up as Tokyo was how easy it is to go outside, to move and to run. There are parks everywhere, and because it's so safe, you're free to just wander. Even a morning jog can turn into a whole exploration adventure mixed with nature and culture. If you're planning an international trip and you need internet, which you probably do, whether you're working or just want to stay connected, I highly recommend Olafly. Olafly has various packages all around the world, and you can choose a package for only a specific country or for multiple countries in a region, and you can also choose a package depending on how long you are going. The longer you're going, the cheaper it gets. You can scan this on the screen or just use my code KINFOLKTRAVELS at checkout to get a discount on your package or your top-up.
We're on our way to find a grocery store, so we're going to our first Japanese grocery store to get some food for the week so we can not eat 7-Eleven every day. Found the supermarket. Yeah, it looks good.
During our stay in Japan, we found ourselves grocery shopping a lot. When you're working remotely and trying to travel sustainably, cooking during the week, it's healthier and more affordable. And honestly, grocery shopping in Japan was a dream.
In South Africa, drinking good red wine and eating good steak and red meat is pretty much our staple food. Whereas in a lot of countries when we travel, we can't eat like that because alcohol, especially red wine, is always not that good. It's really expensive, and meat is also really expensive, especially like good steaks. But in Japan, it is really accessible in the grocery stores and really affordable. Even Wagyu in the grocery stores basically almost costs the same as a steak in South Africa. And there's a lot of good plum wine and sake, and if you don't like sake in your home country, you'll probably like it in Japan, because in Japan it just tastes different.
Something I did find really difficult to buy and overwhelming: medicine. A reminder that for every 10 new subscribers to this channel, we feed or donate a meal to a stray animal. This week, we fed 103 stray animals thanks to you. And it doesn't cost you a thing. Thank you so much. After a week of working on daily life,
we're on our way to go ride Mario Karts through the city of Tokyo. Well, this one is called Monkey Karts because the Mario Karts one closed because Nintendo sued the company because they were like doing Mario Karts without like giving Nintendo money or something. We're pretty excited to do this, but we think it's gonna be freezing cold. And also, it's so crazy that you can drive a go-kart through like the biggest and busiest city in the world. I mean, there's more people in Tokyo than all of Canada. It's bizarre, hey?
It's gonna be super cool.
And in the actual road, like not on like the sidewalk, something in the road. But first, train time.
There's like 3-4 flights of these.
Being in Tokyo, I sometimes spend more time under the city than above the city.
Thank you.
So excited, I got this for 60 rand. So I found medicine in Japan really expensive, so I'm so happy about this.
They just arrived on time.
On time.
Ready?
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
We're excited.
You know where? Don't
I
know.
haven't seen it say monster, it says dragons, Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was also thinking I'd like Pikachu.
But I like Pikachu. Yeah, what else is there?
I just had a kitty.
What do you get?
Is it cute?
Yeah, it's super cute.
It's goofy. Oh, or the Monster Inc.
Monster. It's cute.
there's some things that just make you go, only in Japan. A country known for discipline, precision, and quiet respect, and yet, dressing up in Japan and being cute. It's a whole cultural aesthetic known as kawaii, meaning cute. After World War II, cuteness became a way to express vulnerability and reclaim a sense of innocence and peace. It's like a safe outlet for individuality. Even the police has a mascot, Pippo-kun. That is Tokyo's police mascot. These regional mascots even have an annual popularity pageant where they're competing.
Neon.
So cool.
We're so excited to do this. I can't wait. Literally going to be driving through the streets of Tokyo in a go-kart. Insane. Just remember your international driver's license if you come, otherwise you're not allowed to do it. It's like a Batmobile. Are you ready?
Yes.
Woo!
By cars, these three.
Japan, and Tokyo especially, is a place of constant contrast, futuristic yet deeply traditional. And nowhere is that contrast more obvious than this moment. Who would imagine that in one of the most orderly, efficient, and densely populated cities in the world, you can drive a tiny go-kart in a onesie through the middle of the city?
This is so cool.
Longing for your heavens, I cannot get tired of you. Walking on the streets again, feeling lonely and blue. Tokyo, Maybe I need again, do you remember me too? I am so addicted to you. Tokyo.
And the streets of Tokyo are so quiet. I still don't get how the streets are so quiet everywhere. Like so little cars. I get because of the transport system, but still, like.
I think you did tax so much. It like tilts to the left or the right because it's got that, it's like a freewheel. So cool.
Guys, very focused. He just tries to not crash. And he was saying that this Batmobile has 600 200cc and the go-karts are 50. This is insane. They like take photos and then they airdrop it to you and then they print photos. This is insane, look at them. That was literally the coolest experience like ever. That was like the best experience. Cannot get over it.
It's like the traffic's really not that bad, so it's like just so freeing driving through the Tokyo city at night. It's so nice.
You can do the go-kart, which is one person each, or you can do the Batmobile, which is 2 people. I'm really happy we did that because I could like film. Otherwise, like you can't take any videos and photos, obviously because you're driving. So you shouldn't be taking videos and stuff. I really enjoyed driving the Batmobile.
Yeah, because it was like not 50cc, it was like 600, so it was just a proper motorbike, which is amazing. I've seen it before, I've always wanted to drive one. I just never got to drive one, now I did, and it took.
It's so worth the money. Like it is a bit expensive, so if you do the Mario Kart, it's 2,500 Rand per person, which is so worth the money. In fact, the Japanese eat KFC on Christmas. It's like a thing. I think we just got free cool drinks at KFC because we're waiting for the one thing. It took 10 minutes to make one of the items, so they gave us free drinks for waiting. Pot pie from KFC. We're on our way to the movie theater.
One thing I love about Japan is that almost everything feels like an experience. Even something as ordinary as going to the movies. You walk through a serene Japanese garden and then step into a high-tech cinema with the most futuristic experience we've ever had. Tokyo is an incredible city like no other, a place where you can experience the future and the past without breaking the bank. In the next video, we head out to Kyoto. Subscribe to not miss it and to feed a stray animal. If you have any questions, suggestions, or felt I missed something in this video, please add it in the comments.